officially the start of 7 weeks out. Today is Sunday. It's a glutes day. Glutes are Thursdays and Sundays, and it's one of my favorite days because something I have to really work on. I mean, who doesn't? And I know last week I was saying, oh, I was having a hard time getting some of my meals in still because I was kind of hungry or wasn't hungry ever. And my coach dropped my food just a tiny little bit. Like I'm talking like 10, 20 grams here and there, just spaced perfectly, beautifully throughout the day. I'm hungry. I feel different. My body already feels different. It's only been a couple of days. It's pretty wild, right? Like it's amazing what working with a good coach can do. I wanted to show you, so this is I'm getting ready to go to the gym, what I kind of do to get ready for my day so that when I come home, I'm kind of setting myself up for success. I've already cooked my green beans because they take a long time to cook so that I can digest them properly. I like to make them so like almost mushy. I know a lot of people probably don't like them like that, but I love them like that. The other thing that I do is I take my chicken out so that it can warm up to room temperature. It's not gonna be out that long. I'm not gonna get sick, nothing like that. Because I've learned that when I take it out and warm it up to room temperature, sometimes I salt it a little bit. Well, always guys salt it first, but before I put it in the air fryer, because then the meat texture is way better. It's not as chewy. If I cut it when it's cold and put it straight in there, it gets kind of chewy a little bit. This way, if I warm it up for some reason, I don't know why. I learned this little trick online, so I love like Googling everything. The other thing that I do is because sometimes it's hard to get the right amount of water in, and not just for like weight loss or anything like that, overall health, but as an esthetician to keep your skin glowing and healthy, you really need a certain amount of water. So I've got like 1.2 liters in my backpack. I've got this for my cardio late when I go around the lake. Then I have these ready for when I get home. Yeah, they're ready on the counter. It probably maybe annoys my family a little bit. If it does, they're so sweet. They don't say anything. Right now, I'm putting in them these like water enhancements. I like them because they're sweetened with stevia. They don't have anything like artificial in them, so they're not gonna inflame you at all. Those are my little thingies. It's kind of a rainy, cloudy day. And I don't know what my deal is. Yesterday, I went to bed so early, even for me. I mean, early. I slept like a log all night. I woke up, my eyes are puffy, my face is puffy. I don't know. I had the best sleep. So hopefully that means that we're gonna have a great training session at the gym, and a nice cool walk around the lake. Yeah. Anyway, maybe I might, it is not very busy at the gym, show you a couple things that I do for my glute training. I don't like being that girl, right, with the camera in the gym. Our gym kind of frowns upon it, right? It's not that cool. Some gyms are totally designed for that, and that's amazing. The gym that I go to, they don't really like it. That's about it. Yeah, that's what I know. Anyway. This morning I was so gung ho. I'm like, I'm gonna go do my stuff. I'm gonna come home and get everything together, and I'm gonna clean the bathroom and do all the things, right? And all of a sudden, I didn't want to. I don't want to clean the bathroom. I might not clean the bathroom. I didn't want to meal prep. I didn't want to drink my water. It's not what I wanted. I don't know what I wanted. I think I wanted like Diet Pepsi or something. Do you know what I mean? Like just something that wasn't on my plan. And then I started thinking, just freaking do it. Just do it. Because the you that's going to want to eat something for lunch, the you that's going to want to like eat something this week that fits in it's what is on your meal plan. Because I'm not sticking to my meal plan. It's a non-negotiable for me to not follow what I'm supposed to do. It's not an option, right? So future me is thankful. Current me is very thankful that I actually just freaking did the thing. And then I started thinking, like, this goes with so many things in life, right? Like, there's like a new way the government wants us to do our importing. We now have to sign up for this thing online. And I'm telling you, I have struggled with it. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. Every time I had a chance to put it off, I put it off. Then all of a sudden I go to do it and it's wrong. So they're like, I think those kind of things, those like, they all kind of go together, right? You have to do the things, you have to adult. It's not always going to go well. It's not always going to be easy. But at the end of the day, when you have non-negotiables, right? And not like it's not a non-negotiable in the way that I want to make my weight loss goals. So it's non-negotiable, not like that. A non-negotiable thing for me is what I've told little Michelle what I'm gonna do for her. I better do it for her, right? Because if I stop doing the things that I told myself I was gonna do for myself to take care of myself, I will no longer trust myself. I will no longer believe in myself. And then that trickles into other parts of our lives, right? That trickles to work life. It can just freaking trickle into everything. So if you say you're going to do something to take care of yourself, just do it because you want to be able to trust you. There are enough other people and things in life we can't trust. We should at least be able to trust ourselves that we are going to do the things we promised ourselves that we were going to do. Anyway, it's just about done. Chicken. My husband is out of town this weekend. He actually just got back into town. So no barbecue smoked chicken for me again this week. It's 2 weeks in a row. Poor me, I know, right? So I'm having my little air fried chicken. It's freaking delicious. Did you ever eat those like popcorn chicken from KFC? These kind of remind me of that. Like they're really good. Anyway, chat. Sitting here in my car after my massage, avoiding going in the house. Because what I should have done, had I had the time, is cleaned my bathroom, which I still didn't do from yesterday. I should have done it yesterday. Because now when I go in the house, literally all I want to do is make a cup of tea, eat another meal, and have an Epsom salt bath. But what I have to do is clean my freaking bathroom right now. My mom, like, loosey-goosey from my massage. It was amazing. She worked my glutes very hard. They're very, very tight. And so this massage therapist is amazing. She actually got into the deep part of my glute from the front through the groin area. And I felt like this massive release, which was amazing. Then we worked on my calves, all the usual suspects, neck, shoulders, all the stuff. If you're not going for a massage, like, at least as often as you can, it's getting dark. It's something we should really prioritize. It makes the world of difference, especially I've found as I've gotten older, in really, really taking better care of myself and helping myself to recover. I get to go inside. I'm so lucky.
This morning I'm using our Arise Toner, our snail mucin, because I use that just in the winter time, but it is so dry, I find, on my skin lately with the amount of wind and the smoke in the air. Then I apply our sunscreen, and I like to mix our sunscreen with the Remedy and then with Fit and Flushed. If you're not using Fit and Flushed and you're using Dewdrops because it's a little bit lighter, you can do that one too. And then, as you can see, on my chest, I use the Kids Live Clean Mineral Sunscreen, and I also mix that in with a little bit of oil. The spots from the chemotherapy cream I was using on my skin are healing nicely, and I'll be starting the treatment again soon.
It's Tuesday morning, so this is my Monday, and let me freaking tell you, it feels like a Monday. All right, so I had the best sleep last night. Whoop whoop! I didn't wake up tired. Everything packed, ready to go. Up early, woke up early without my alarm. Got to the gym on time, and then here comes what I want to chat about today. You know, if we don't prioritize our time that we take to care for ourselves. And for me, and protect it. Like, I mean, put a freaking like electrified fence around my time that I use to take care of myself in the way that I need, right? What happens is I get completely derailed because life takes over, right? We don't live in this vacuum bubble of life where, oh, because we're trying to do this or we have a goal, that things just magically just fall into place. That doesn't happen like that, like ever, I don't think, for anybody. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But that is not my life. So I get to the gym, going through, it's hamstring day, feeling it, feeling it. It's all good. Drinking my favorite EAA, loving life, listening to some good. I like Leo Skeppy, Aggravated and Aware podcast. I'm listening to some of his stuff on mindset. And then bing, 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 bing. In my life, everything is like, this has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen. Don't forget this meeting, don't forget that, and this fire you have to put out, and then this tax thing, and then this and this. And I'm like, holy crap. Holy crap. Had I not gone to the gym early and got that done and been pretty much done my stuff, right? By the time that happened, I wouldn't have gone to the gym. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have, because the adult, mature person in me would be like, you've got to get a hold of those tax things. You've got to deal with this meeting. Are you really prepared for it? Oh, and then I would start going in this, I don't call it spiral. That's a little bit dramatic, but I would put those things before my self-care. These things still have to get dealt with. That's what I'm trying to say, is if I waited to go to the gym until, for me, noon, like lunch break, my work and family and personal life is going to take over. It is. It is. That's how I've designed it. Am I okay with it? Not really, but that's what I've created, right? And then if I wait till after work, I'm dog ass tired. I might be grumpy. I might be feeling certain kind of feels from listening to the things that have gone on with clients' lives. I'm not going to want to go. So I protect that time. So if you have a special time in your day where you know you can protect it, I think for most people, honestly, it's before their family needs them, right? It's before work steps in. Oh yeah. So that is aside. This is my next meal I'm going to eat. I already ate before I went to the gym. Oh, it's delicious. So you want to know what this is? It's like ground chicken, and then I put my chili seasoning on it. There's a little bit of sweet potato, some chopped spinach, and then I cracked open an egg and cooked it on top of it. It's so good. This is what I'm gonna eat before my day starts. I have like a meeting at 10 with those import thing issue that we've been dealing with our store, which I'm not looking forward to. This will be like the 100th time we're doing this, right? What is it? Unagi. You guys remember from Friends? That's how I'm feeling right now. And then the day is with clients, and then later this afternoon, I'm going to end up back at the gym to work on my core and do my stretching and posing. So let's see. I'm going to take you along for that. Anyway, chat soon.
After dinner, this is where you're going to catch me. Sitting in my tub, watching a couple of my favorite girlfriends, their friends in my head, soaking in my tub with some Epsom salts.
Hey, Coco. Are we relaxing? Hi. Hi, lovey. I know, guess what? I know it's only 6 p.m. We're just laying here. Just chilling. Is that light bug in your eyes? Sorry. Hey, sorry. We're kind of like a gremlin right now. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, so little. It's so little. Aren't you the cutest? This is one of my new favorite shows. It's called Gold Diggers. It's literally ridiculous. So much fun. So, funny story about my dog's name, Coco. When I first got her, she was so cute and itty bitty. Weren't you itty bitty?
And my mom was like, "Oh, that's so cute. She's named like after Coco Chanel." And my mom's husband was like, "No, Ice-T loves Coco." I was like, "Oh my God, why are you so right? He knows me so well." Are you Ice-T loves Coco? Does that make me Ice-T? She's not impressed. Or are you? You can't tell. It's okay. Hi, honey. Today is Wednesday of week 7, and it's a very happy day for me because it's the first time I've worn lipstick in so long because I was treating those cancer spots on my lips with that chemotherapy cream. And so my lips were very painful. I don't know, very painful. And just took a lot of time to recover, right? So here I am, oh, a lipstick up. It's a big day. It's a big day. Guess what I got? I am so excited. I think my hair is pretty long, right? But for a stage look, stage glam, you really need that like hair, the done, right? I found these online thanks to Lexi from Pro Physique, right? You know, their podcast they have all the time, which I love. It's awesome. She told me about these. Just me. No, she told all of us about these, and I checked it out. And like, okay, my hair is not a typical color. Look at that. You would not even know. They're little clip-ins. What? They color blended them for me. Wait, so I put them in myself, okay? So there's another thing. They have a bump in the back, and I was just too excited. I don't even care. I want to show you. Okay. Like what? When they're actually styled for on stage, I think they are going to be a slamming, and I cannot wait. My suit should get here, I think in the next week or two. It's getting real. Ooh. Do you ever crave, well, of course, we all crave stuff. I was just craving sweet, crunchy, a little salty, which is something I don't usually do, okay? Like I'm the kind of person, I don't really even care for that. You know that big bag of that stuff? I think people get it at Costco. It's like salty and sweet popcorny stuff. My family eats it like they're addicted to it. I can usually look at it and it like doesn't bother me at all. Well, I've been craving sweet and salty for like the last half hour, and I'm like, oh my gosh, not on my plan, not on my plan, not in my thing. So you know what I did? I've heard girls talk about they put stevia on their cucumber. So I took my big cucumber and I added not just stevia to it, I added salt to it. And let me tell you, cold, crispy, kind of like, it's obviously juicy, sweet and salty all at once. It's everything. It's everything. Hello. So today was my check-in with my coach. It will be almost the end of 7 weeks out, and it will be soon 6 weeks, which is very exciting. And we didn't make any changes today as far as nutrition or cardio, anything like that. We're just ticking right along. Keep working on certain posing things that I need to work on. And then I also went to, doesn't it just feel so good when someone's like, way to go? Oh my gosh. When I hear that good egg, I'm like, yeah. Yay, I did well, right? I was like just a kid in school, wanted to have like the little gold star beside my name and get as many gold stars as I could. A little insight into how Michelle's brain works. So I also had earlier my osteopath appointment. She's fantastic. If you guys have never gone to one, she helps kind of realign things in a different way than a chiropractor would. Like, because I have Ehlers-Danlos and things are wobbly bobbly and hyper mobile, and I end up with like mast cell activation and weird things that make me feel sick and inflammations here and there, and obviously like because of the connective tissue disorder I end up with weird things, and muscle and digestion and all these things are part of connective tissue. So we were in there, we're trying to figure out why I was having such a hard time with my lower cord control. We found out probably last week or whatever it was that I have a hernia. So I was talking to her about what I can do, and it turns out my abdominal wall is actually ripped open, larger than where the hernia is showing, like
larger than where the hernia is protruding. So it's actually like damaged right from, I guess, my groin up to my rib on the one side. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense. So she did some readjustments in my digestive system, kind of help get things back where they should be to decrease the internal inflammation that way, and then gave me some tips for show day that will hopefully help keep things locked and loaded until after I get to compete and get it fixed. So that's exciting. Now I'm sitting outside my therapizer's office. Today's a big self-care day for me, which I love. I always look forward to seeing her get that perspective, right? So if you guys also haven't been to see a therapist, sometimes I don't even think I need to see one. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm here to see her today. And then all of a sudden I'm like, and then next thing you know, I've like gotten help for a problem that I didn't even really realize was gnawing and niggling at the back of my brain and taking up space in whether it's like my brain, my heart, my soul, my spirit, whatever, that I just didn't need to be carrying around, and was stealing probably joy and energy from places that it really should be on, right? And making me feel just tired. And I'm looking forward to going to see her after that. So it was glutes today. Got my cardio done this morning. Laundry. And we get to put my little vitamin packs together. We talked about taking out my omegas, because sometimes omegas can flare a histamine response with the mast cell activation. So I might try taking those out to see if they help reduce the inflammation. We've pulled out artificial sweeteners, and so that did a little bit, but I know there's still something that I'm eating that's contributing, right, to that little bit of inflammation, aside from the abdominal wall issue. Anyway, also a work in progress, but it takes time. It takes time, self-love, patience with yourself. That is one of the biggest things on my journey, which I've probably mentioned 1,000 times. But anyway, getting ready to go in. We'll see you soon.
Rating, thank you.
Does anyone else's
Leave me a
car look
comment
like
down below
this?
if you have anything to say. That's nice.
I'm typically not a very
Also, if
messy
you want
person.
any of my merch, the link will be in the
However,
description.
if you're trying
But
to
all of
get
my social
stuff
media
done,
will be linked in the description. My Instagram, my
it's
TikTok, my app if you want to
how she
download it. Everything
goes.
you need is in the description.
For any of you who are watching this and are like, wait, whoa, what? Abdominal wall, hernia, you're still training? I'm a slow processor. I almost said y'all, even though I don't live anywhere close to where people say y'all all the time. But I process information slowly. And it's just kind of hitting me right now. Like, even after I went to see the osteopath this morning, I still went and trained glutes. I didn't do heavy squats. I did more like targeted specific training, like more kickbacks. I did more of like seated abductions. I did more things like at a lower weight, higher rep. Because honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to let this derail not just to compete in a few weeks. I don't want this to derail a big part of what I do for my self-care. Yeah. Any of you have had experience with this, just give me a little shout. Let me know. Like, part of me is like, obviously not open the whole way, but it's open enough that she could feel my intestines, right? Gross. But where it's sticking out, like protruding, obviously that's intestines. So everyone's like, you can't lift weights, you can't do this, and you can't do that. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I also don't want to let something, I don't want to say small, because I think I don't have enough information, right? I don't know how small this is. Like, is this a thing that's like, you know what, you could live with this and it might not get any bigger for like 10 years, that I'm going to give her, right? but I don't have enough information until I see the specialist for them to say yes or no or this and really examine it more than the people that already have. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. How about until we have more information, we just keep plugging along, alter a little bit so we don't increase too much pressure, but I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I'm not. It brings me joy. It doesn't hurt when I do it. I probably sound crazy. I don't know. Like I said, it's a big part of my self-care, and it brings me a lot of joy. So that would be like, I don't know. Be like, I don't know, telling a runner, like if you run every day, you shouldn't probably run every day, or you should slow down a little bit because that person's probably not going to slow down until they have concrete evidence as to why not, and they make a plan, right? Because it brings them joy, it's good for their mental health, their physical health, yada, all the things. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Right, today is Thursday of week 7, so that means tomorrow is the end of week 7. So excited. Every like little tick of all the days that go by, I get more excited. I get a little bit more nervous, especially because you can truthfully, like you can see the hernia when I'm standing up. Thankfully, it's on the one side where I don't think it'll be that noticeable, especially when the tan is on and everything. So yeah, I just want to live in that. I'm excited. I'm going to continue to take care of myself until I see somebody who tells me otherwise. Or one of you guys reach out to me. No, just kidding. Anyway, I probably won't talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a crazy busy day at work. Tomorrow is quads day. And I'm going to alter my training for that too. So instead of doing like a lot of like squats, different variations of squats I do for my quads, I'm going to probably incorporate more leg presses and like extensions, things that are safer as far as the bracing and increasing that intra-abdominal pressure. Then I have a full day at work. I think I have like 8 or 9 clients tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. It lights me up when I get to see their pretty faces and help them with their skin. All my cardio to do, and then it's Friday. So not really sure what that's going to be. Then the next day is the start of week 6. Okay, happy rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. For any of you who are watching this and are like, wait, whoa, what? Abdominal wall, hernia, you're still training? I'm a slow processor. I almost said y'all, even though I don't live anywhere close to where people say y'all all the time. But I process information slowly. And it's just kind of hitting me right now. Like, even after I went to see the osteopath this morning, I still went and trained glutes. I didn't do heavy squats. I did more like targeted specific training, like more kickbacks. I did more of like seated abductions. I did more things like at a lower weight, higher rep. Because honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to let this derail, not just to compete in a few weeks. I don't want this to derail a big part of what I do for my self-care. Yeah. Any of you have had experience with this, just give me a little shout. Let me know. Like, part of me is like, obviously not open the whole way, but it's open enough that she could feel my intestines, right? Gross. But where it's sticking out, like protruding, obviously that's intestines. So everyone's like, you can't lift weights, you can't do this, and you can't do that. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I also don't want to let something, I don't want to say small, because I think I don't have enough information, right? I don't know
how small this is. Like, is this a thing that's like, you know what, you could live with this and it might not get any bigger for like 10 years, then I'm gonna give her, right? But I don't have enough information until I see the specialist for them to say yes or no or this and really examine it more than the people that already have. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. How about until we have more information, we just keep plugging along, alter a little bit so we don't increase too much pressure, but I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I'm not. It brings me joy. It doesn't hurt when I do it. I probably sound crazy. I don't know. Like I said, it's a big part of my self-care and it brings me a lot of joy. So that would be like, I don't know. Be like, I don't know, telling a runner, like if you run every day, you shouldn't probably run every day, or you should slow down a little bit because that person's probably not going to slow down until they have concrete evidence as to why not, and they make a plan, right? Because it brings them joy, it's good for their mental health, their physical health, yada, all the things. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Right, today is Thursday of week 7, so that means tomorrow is the end of week 7. So excited. Every like little tick of all the days that go by, I get more excited. I get a little bit more nervous, especially because you can truthfully, like you can see the hernia when I'm standing up. Thankfully, it's on the one side where I don't think it'll be that noticeable, especially when the tan is on and everything. So yeah, I just want to live in that I'm excited. I'm going to continue to take care of myself until I see somebody who tells me otherwise. Or one of you guys reach out to me. No, just kidding. Anyway, I probably won't talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a crazy busy day at work. Tomorrow is quads day. And I'm going to alter my training for that too. So instead of doing like a lot of like squats, different variations of squats I do for my quads, I'm going to probably incorporate more leg presses and like extensions, things that are safer as far as the bracing and increasing that intra-abdominal pressure. Then I have a full day at work. I think I have like 8 or 9 clients tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. It lights me up when I get to see their pretty faces and help them with their skin. All my cardio to do, and then it's Friday. So not really sure what that's gonna be. Then the next day is the start of week 6. Okay, happy rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So I didn't think I'd have a chance this morning, the official last day of week 7, to chat. But then I realized this morning, well, the last 2 mornings, I have been up since about 3 or 3:30, which my typical morning wake up time is still kind of, I'm just gonna adjust this, still kind of early. I get up at like 5, but so like an hour and a half to 2 hours earlier, I hit that stage of prep. My body's like, girl, you need to get up and find some food. Your calories might be getting a little lower, which is awesome. So we're seeing more changes and that's exciting. But check this out. Okay, if you guys have ever been backstage at a bodybuilding competition or know someone who competes and you spent like the night before or that morning with them even before they compete, you'll know that you can't just use regular deodorant. Okay, there's like a certain well, it changes the pH, which is a video we talked about earlier today on my business thing for skin for your face, but it changes the pH and it can actually turn green. It can do all kinds of craziness, which doesn't look cute. I got my little Protan order today and they have one that you can actually use. So you're not gonna run around stinky, or putting like bounce sheets is something that we used to try to do. I'm trying to think about the other little tricks. Yeah, that was really it. I think is bounce sheets is the furthest I got with it. But anyway, Protan has one now. It's called Underarm Odor Defender. So I'm so excited. And the other thing is, as I'm an esthetician, I geek out on everything skin. So I'm always like exfoliating my skin, moisturizing my skin, taking the very best care of it that I can, right? So while I was like perusing their website, I did get their Get Buffed. It's a pre-tan body scrub. I've never tried it before. It's a skin balancing exfoliator.
I'm so excited to use it. So excited. So typically, like in my store, we only use like the products that we get from our labs and the people that make our products, right? So it's not very often that I try other products. I'm so excited because Protan is awesome with your spray tan and all that. Anyway, that is it officially. Now, my workday is about to begin, so I will see you in week 6. Woo!